Hey guys, this is CVAC0 doing another IXDL Open League cast, and we'll just go ahead and get started. We see a Magnus and a Rubik pickup for the Dire side, and of course both are very strong heroes. And I actually like this pickup, picking up the Rubik, because one counter to Magnus is Rubik stealing the RP. So if they pick it up, it's kind of just blocking out the other team. Um, Clockwork also gets picked off, and that's a very strong offlane hero. There's a chance they run him mid lane. The thing about Clockwork though, as an offlane, he might have a hard time getting level 6, and once he gets that level 6, he could really just hook anywhere and just kill a hero or isolate the hero, and just create chaos in the middle of a team. And so I'll go ahead and look at the Radiant side, and we see a Keeper of the Light, as we all know, a very strong tri-lane hero. There's a Luna, and there's a Shadow Demon. The Luna is a very strong hero that pushes, and she gives you a very good mid game, in which that clips just does a lot of damage. For the Shadow Demon, as we all know, is also a very strong support, and they basically reveal their tri-lane here. I'm not sure if that's quite a good idea, but you know, on the clouds is probably a much better player and drafter than I am, so I'm not gonna say too much. Let's see if it does work out. The thing about the reason why I think not picking a tri-lane first and showing your hand so early is not that good is because they have 2 picks to counter that tri-lane. But we'll see if what she order, fish fillet, fish fillet. Let's see if he will or she will counter it. So if we look at the bans, the Dire really concentrate on mid heroes that would just cause Magnus trouble, and I think that's a good idea. They're really concerned about people countering the Magnus, and so they're probably looking for teamfight heroes. For the Radiant, they banned the Warlock, they banned the Lone Druid, and they banned the Darkseer. Both Warlock and Darkseer are good teamfight heroes. Lone Druid and Darkseer are good offlane heroes. So these are very good bans, I believe. Nature's Prophet gets picked up, and they're looking to push pretty hard. Split. They might be. They're probably not going to team fight that much. Well, no, they should, because with Luna you have to push in almost. But of course they can always just try to split push, and Nature's Prophet is very good with that. He'll most likely go on an off lane, and he will use there's a chance he uses a tree ant to go behind the tower and pull the creep wave, and I really like seeing that. And of course we know that global ganking presence at any moment. So let's see who the Dire pick up. They're gonna probably finish up their tri-lane, if they're gonna run a tri-lane. And there's a Lina pickup. The Rubik Lina, pretty good combo if there's coordination, and sometimes it's hard to get the IXDL Open League coordination, and even in pubs it's just worse. Okay, and there's a Shadow Fiend. Okay, so I'm guessing they're going to put the Shadow Fiend in the tri-lane. I've seen this before, and it worked out perfectly fine. And I think it was my 5th cast of the IXDL, in which the Shadow Fiend just completely took over the game. The last pickup for the Radiant is Templar Assassin, and a very strong mid hero, and she should also give Magnus a hard time with that refraction. Shockwave won't do that much damage, so TA should win this pretty easily. It might be pretty even early on, but once she gets that level 2 refraction charge, refraction, then she's just going to severely outlane the Magnus. At least Magnus will be able to stay and get some EXP though. So let's see how they're gonna lane Radiant wise. I have seen Magnus go on a tri-lane and being safe. They could just put Clockwork off lane, Shadow Fiend mid, Magnus tri-lane. But I really think Shadow Fiend will be in a tri. And there is a 2-minute pause. Okay, so I'll go ahead and introduce the player, the captain on the clouds. Pretty outspoken person on IXDL League, but he will be playing the Templar Assassin. He was a drafter. On the Shadow Demon, it would be LS. I think I think it's meant to be low skill, the initials or the acronym for low skills, but probably not a low skill player. I think I've heard of him a couple times. And there is typing. Yes, that's a very creative. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be typing, but typing. I've seen him play once, and he will be on a coddle. And on the Luna would be live. I've never seen live play, but let's see how he works out in a tri lane. Finally on an H Prophet for a day, and it's static, and he will most likely be on an off lane. On the Dire side, it would be the captain, what she ordered, fish fillet, and it will basically be the two captains matching up. That'll be interesting. I hope. Lena is being played, but Dragon Bay. I'm not sure. I think it's some other language I'm not familiar with. I'm sorry, guys. And on the Clockwork, it's Ga. Finally wins, or not finally. Second to last, Wisdom is playing the Magnus, and I've seen Wisdom play before, and he's pretty good. He's a pretty exciting player to watch. So I'm looking forward to his Magnus. Rubik is on being played by I'm sorry, I just can't pronounce this. Perzakby. Well, maybe I'll find out one day. So there's some all chat going. Isn't he like a housewife or something? I'm like, I actually forgot what that means, but it is French. Oh, something to do with cheese. That's right. I remember watching Dexter's Laboratory, and there was this episode where he was pretty upset. The only thing he could say was cheese or something, that phrase. So I'm interested to see how to dire lane this. So the right side, their tri lane, pretty obvious. They're gonna run it. I don't want to see it as an aggressive tri lane. I think they should run it safe lane tri lane, or to avoid a tri versus tri fight. Because although they have the burst damage, they don't really have too much lockdown. So Clockwork is going to go off lane, and the mid's going to be Magnus. So Wisdom will be matched up against the TA. He will have a hard time. He should try to get as many last hits as he can early on. Off lane, Nature's Prophet. So it's going to basically both sides are running safe lane, dry lanes. And they're looking to ward, I believe, or no, they're hoping to gank some person that's trying to check the room. So let's see how this works out and the game starts.
The battle begins.
Very sarcastic laugh from Templar Assassin. Lena gets the illusion run. Let's see what she does with it. Maybe trying to fake it. Fake like they're ganking Templar Assassin. And these two are a very good roaming pair. I've seen Fenrir and Five from Vici Gaming do a very good job just ganking. Let's see if they're going to do roaming, because Rubik does have a smoke. They could roam. Nature's Prophet. And they put the ward behind. Nature's Prophet needs to be careful. He could easily go down here, but Shadow Fiend doesn't do too much damage quite yet. Is there going to be a lift? Is there a lift? And they're lifting, and there is the stun. It completely missed. But the right clicks just take him down. Nature's Prophet's so weak. And he gets Treants first. I think in this case, he should really start pulling the creep wave. And if that doesn't work out, he can always go jungle, of course. And I think he might just, after giving up that first blood. Yeah, it looks like he is. And again, for the second time in a row, I actually get first blood. Haha. Shadow Fiend get the aura? Well, then again, it doesn't matter because he did get first blood. That basically starts the snowballing, and Shadow Fiend is a snowball hero. So I'll go ahead and pull up the last hits. There's some pings going out. They really want to get this Clockwork. Clockwork just trying to get as much EXP as he can. He's getting just a little bit. But he needs to be a bit careful. Luna's leading all farmers, but Shadowfiend does have the first kill under his belt. Clockwork trying to get some last hits with that rocket. And yeah, rocket in this case is just a better skill. And Kato is blasting. The only thing is, if you blast with that, well, he's gonna be relatively low on mana, and there's Clockwork will get quite a bit of EXP from here, and he won't be able to pull through as easily, so I don't think it's a good idea. Well, that DD rune just looks pretty awesome from this angle, because it's like all sparkly and stuff. So Nature's Prophet did decide to say screw it and go in a jungle. So that is dangerous. He's just not going to get any farm. He needs a farm heavy hero, as we all know. And he does get the Ring of Protection. I don't know if I like this build, to be honest. I guess he will go for the Ring of Bacillus. And so, where is Templar Assassin? Good question. Oh, she's right there. Sorry, I'm blind. Yeah, her blue dot just kind of like merged with the river, so it's hard for me to tell sometimes. On just a glance at a minimap, I'm sure if I looked as if I was playing a game of Finding Wally or whatever that game was, I'd find her eventually. And so, because of Coddle, he really pushes the lane. Of course, he does get farm and get some levels on himself, but I don't know if it's a good idea to be giving levels to this Clockwork. Clockwork is getting a lot of levels. Will he go down here? Oh, nice Soul Catcher. That was pretty lucky. The blast goes through, but he's fine. The cogs work out great, and he burns so much mana from this tri-lane. So I don't think it's a good idea for him to have really blast like that. Well, he should be fine. Last hitting wise, he is slightly out last hitting this Magnus, at least in denies. But he should really start outlast hitting Magnus soon. Magnus hoping to do some bottle crowing. Or he might go contest for the rune. They each do have wards on the rune spot. And so I'll go ahead and look at the supports. They're doing fine. They're doing a good job just pulling and getting their own levels. Rubik was there to maybe camp the rune for a bit. Where's Templar? And she's going for the bot rune. It's going to be illusion, but this will just help out and make Magnus slightly more poor. That doesn't matter. He's fine. He's content as long as he gets his level 6. Then he goes around and starts the ganking and team fight. Luna leading all farmers still, but not by much. Shadowfiend's really close. There's just a bunch of people really packed up there. And Nature's Prophet, pretty good recovering from that first flood. And they're going to push the tower now, and I think this is a good choice. And they're going to get that tier 1 and basically force someone to TP back if they keep moving.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
But Magnus is doing a really good job. Last hitting, and his shockwaves are basically on point. As I said before, I think highly of Wisdom. Clockwork. Level 3, and that's a problem with Clockwork. He just can't go jungle easily. Shadowfiend, they could honestly come around and gank if he's going to stay that aggressive. He needs to have supports. Put a ward here. Well, I guess technically I have this ward, but they can always like sneak up behind here and then get him. What's on a courier? And nothing. Okay, not sure. Oh, it's a bottle crow. He needs to be careful. The courier might be getting sniped. If he had done a meld strike, might have gotten the kill. And they're going on Clockwork, but the cogs are just doing so much and burning their mana. He's trying to do that body block, but no, he's fine. I don't think he would have gotten the kill. Maybe, yeah, they didn't even have any stacks left, and he eats a tango and he's fine. Luna, maybe she could have tried to dive and get that loose and bin. It is level 3. It does quite a bit of damage, and he was Soul Catcher. There's some pings going out. Not sure what for. Maybe it is a haste rune. TA is going to get it again. I'll still be expected. TA is just going to dominate the runes, and I think that's part of the reason why Magnus is behind. Or Magnus was tied with her for a little bit, because every time she gets rune, Magnus has to go. Well, gets a chance to free farm a bit, and he knows she's just going to give up the rune. I think this is the right choice, and there is going to be a smoked gank coming, and this is smart. I don't know if they'll be able to kill her because that refraction will do so much, and he actually draws all the refraction and gets 2 or 3 charges hit, and wow, great rotation. There's a pause. Oh, he actually lands it, but not a very good, well stacked, but he gets to skewer back in the tower, and this will be the death of TA, and even though TA hasted him, it worked out fine. It was an excellent gank, excellent gank. Although they had to waste RP, it is worth it though. It is worth it. Stops the TA from snowballing, at least temporarily. And there's a disruption. Is he going to get in range? No, he doesn't get in range. He's only got wards. He doesn't have any parent boots. Clockwork, however, does. Even then, I don't think Shadow Demon had the mana. Oh, he did have the mana to do something. Luckily, Clockwork backed out because he didn't even have mana for Cogs. And Coddle, I think they're choosing to push here. Might be a little bit dangerous, but they do have some aggressive wards. Radiant, Dire trying to rotate in, but there's wards there. Yes, just well warded, well warded. And they're not going to go in because they're scared, and that, rightfully so. There's an Eclipse on this Luna. Shadow Poison scouts him out, and this might be a turnaround gank. The wards worked out, and yeah, this is at least 2 kills. And Lina goes down. TA actually rotates in, and no, he's fine. Coddle Blast won't do much. It's only level 2. Rubik does well to juke it. But the Radiant side's basically leaving this Shadow Fiend unharassed, and he's gonna be fine. Magnus is just farming away because he did sick block. Magnus is doing a good job. Just farming. He's got his arcane boots. He's choosing to get a wand. I don't know. Maybe he'll make it work. But it does delay his blink dagger just a little bit. Then again, it does give him a bit of survivability. We'll see. And it would give him that last bit of mana if he needs it for a shockwave, a skewer, or an RP. And I guess it is good actually, because Shadow Demon's there to just spam his poison, and they're trying to push. The wards here were very conservative, and it was smart. They were able to see them come through and gank, and they turned it around. I'm actually surprised they only got 1 kill, to be honest. Magnus getting some more last hits, and he's about 1400 away from that blink dagger. Rubik looking to gank again and looking to deward, but that trap sees him. He's standing right on top of it. Mid Clockwork might go down. Where's that? Okay, doesn't fish for the blast. Chooses to back up, and I think that's the smart choice. And they just can't seem to take out this Clockwork no matter what they do. If Shadow Demon was there, even to just like throw out a poison or 2. But that's okay. Shadow Demon's trying to do some pulls and get some levels because he is a little bit behind. So I'll go ahead and move into the net worth graph. And leading the net worth, I'm surprised Magnus is ahead of this Luna even. He's just farming really well. There's an Eclipse, but it hits. Oh wow, they actually killed a Luna, and well done. That burst damage does such a huge amount of damage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And there's a question mark. Furion? What is Furion doing? He's just farming away. Maybe he's not choosing to. Maybe he was asking for a gank, but he ends up not doing it. I think at least when you're trying to last hit, keep it on agility. And then when you drink bottle charges, also keep it on agility. But we'll see how this game's turning. So far, Shadow Fiend has been basically left unmolested, and he's just gonna continue farming up. He's got 66 plus 66 damage already, and he's max Necromaster. He's level 9. He's gonna deal a lot of damage. But as soon as the Shadow Fiend starts to fight, it's going to be really scary for the Radiant side. Radiant side, I guess can only continue to split push, and it looks like this Nature's Prophet will go for a Midas. He's not in any fighting shape anytime soon, but he is level 7 at least. Doesn't have too much damage, and there's a go on the Magnus. And oh wow, the Lunar Blade actually hits refraction charge, and the stun will miss on the TA. Actually, or not. There's disruption to try to save her, but she will go down regardless. And there is a TPN by Nature's Prophet. Wow, the bounces do so much damage and actually kill the Lena. If they do get the Rubik. Now it's not worth it so much. Their RP was even used on it. I'm sorry I missed that, guys. So in the end, it was a 1-for-2 trade. Even though the TA went down, they traded the 2 supports. And Magnus used an RP, so it is well worth it. And it looks like Kato might die to solo. No, he's fine. Kato's got that blinding light to push him out of the cogs. They'll push Clockwork out of the cogs, of course. And Kato's actually really high level. Same level as Nature's Prophet. Well, probably not anymore because Nature's Prophet was in on a couple kills. Magnus gets a kill on Shadow Demon. Not sure where that was, I guess. Sorry guys, just completely missed that. Ruby gets a kill on the Keeper of Light. That rotation is really good. And are they gonna? Oh, nice steal on the Sprout. Are they actually going to get a kill on Nature's Prophet? Lena had it back. Well, he doesn't have his stun yet, but he will now, and that's a dead Nature's Prophet. Oh wow, nice juke for a little bit, but still dead. Oh, I'm just missing kills left and right. Templar Assassin gets a solo kill on the Magnus. Imagine it was a Mel Strike and such, but Magnus does have his Blink Dagger, so he's doing well. Lena is missing a lot of stuns. I don't know. I think that's sarcasm. But they are doing really good rotation. She doesn't have mana boots. She's pretty farmed. Rubik also has mana boots. Pretty farmed. And the supports are doing really good ganking, and they're looking to catch out this Templar Assassin, but the River's well worded. So they completely saw that rotation. Kato blasting. I think he's gonna go for mech. Unless Nature's Prophet plans on being the mech holder. There is a skewer into the tower. Or is there RP? He can RP this, but he's still holding it back. He does RP. Rubik is just gonna back out, but Luna comes in and catches him. And that might be a wasted RP. There was no follow-up at all. And he's probably gonna go down here if they just choose the tower dive. But they're backing up, even though TA had her refraction to really do it. And there's a man up. And Magnus solo kills the TA after the other 2 backs up. So they shouldn't have backed up. I didn't think they should have. There's some flame, and that's to be expected. Nature's Prophet's not going to get much, especially when he gave up first blood. Shadow Fiend still choosing not to fight. He's got a Shadow Blade, 14-minute Shadow Blade treads, and Ring of Aquila. This Shadow Fiend is really scary now. 84 plus 111. There's an engagement, Eclipse on Rubik. Rubik absolutely kills her, and she gets a double kill, kills the Lena as well. That hasted Luna doing so much damage. He actually goes for, oh wow, nice Clockwork hook, and kills the Luna. But they're going to get the return kill, and it's a chaotic fight. Rubik, Clockwork goes down. But that's very good. That's okay, maybe, yeah, I think it was a good trade because Luna gets 2 kills, but she does trade her like, there's a Shadow Fiend. Just, wow, completely assassinates the Coddle. Just anybody that's half health is just going to kill. Oh, the Shockwave actually gets a kill on Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon has absolutely no health. He should think about investing in a Bracer. There's a chance you can just blink and skewer backwards. He needs to be careful. Is he going to go for that skewer? Is he fishing for Shadow Demon? Chooses a fight, and as we saw just completely two-shotting a support. There's a couple raises. Yeah, just completely surprised Coddle. It almost feels as bad as when Nyx just comes up and completely blow you up, especially when you're playing a squishy support or like you're playing Skywrath. It's just not fun getting sniped like that. And Rubik actually buys a salve. Yeah, I guess just so he doesn't have to go back to base. He's trying to farm. I kind of question that. He does get refraction though, or meld. That might help with some DPS, but that means he has to get pretty close. It's scary getting close to a TA or a Luna. Clockwork has his hook. Actually hooks Nature's Prophet. He's going to get the kill. Wow. This is ridiculous. This Shadow Fiend's so fat. He's going BKB, and that is the right choice. And they just completely left the Shadow Fiend um, alone, and this is why he's so farmed. There is an attempt to disrupt, but there's no detection. I don't know why the supports don't have any detection. I don't think it would have mattered because Shadow Fiend probably could have assassinated him if he tried. There is Magnus with the Invis rune, and he's hoping to get an RP. There's a skewer backwards, and Kato will go down. Let's see how many kills it is. One kill from Shadow Fiend, one hit from Shadow Fiend, and Kato takes the shockwave to the face, and they're just basically killing this guy. Is there any? Nope, no rotation. Supports just die. I'm gonna give up this tower basically for free. TA trying to. She goes for drums. It does give her survivability, but I don't know about this item. Then again, it's on the clouds. Let's see what he thinks. There is some pings about this Luna, but Luna is just backing up too fast for this Rubik. Luna has, I think, the fastest movement speed in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she has the fastest base movement speed in the game. So might as well count as an escape. Magnus gets a kill on the Nature's Prophet. Not sure where that happened. Oh, that was in the top lane. They actually kill on TA too. So their roaming is 5, and this is what they need to do. They do have the team fight, but Radiant do not lack that much team fight either. Though with that Nature's Prophet, it basically shows they're trying to split push. The Kato can hold out a little bit, but he could just die easily. And there's the flames, and it starts. And an empowered Shadow Fiend. That is scary. This is going to be one of the scariest Shadow Fiends I have seen. He's got basically BKB, but he chooses to get Morbid Mass just for a little bit. And he can do whatever he wants now. And they're just going to continue to fight like this. The RP is down, but it will. Okay, it is down. And interesting. This Magnus goes Shadow Blade. I guess he can do whatever he wants. Wisdom. They're just not going to counter this guy. And there is the Clockwork Hook. Unneeded because this Luna was going to be dead anyways. And the supports don't really have too much wards. Yeah, Luna did go Midas. I think that was a big mistake. They needed to fight early, and they didn't. Magnus just farming away. He's got his. I think he should have just waited for like a refresher, but I mean, there's a chance they can throw, but Shadow Fiend is just way too flat. I don't think it's gonna happen. It is Dota. I'm surprised no one has rage and call FFs, because you know this is IXDL. This team Arcane Boots. Everyone has Arcane Boots, so they've got an unending supply of mana. They can just continue pushing. I don't know why they're scared. They have such a big advantage at this point. Well, actually, gold is not that big, but EXP is pretty big for 20 minutes in. Lina gets a bit more farmed, and especially when they clean up this ancient stack. Wow. Oh, that's why he got the Morbid Mass, so he can clean up the ancient stack. Magnus gets a double kill mid, and I think that was it's almost a solo. No, Clockwork was there. And two supports get picked off. And Mag has a Shadow Blade, and this really is doing quite a bit of work. And see how this works out. And there's a Clockwork Hook coming out of nowhere, and he could get the solo kill on this Nature's Prophet. This is sad, Nature's Prophet. He is dead. Solo kill, and he should be trying to split push, but I guess he just can't do anything with 2 Shadow Blades and a Clockwork. Just absolutely killing this Nature's Prophet. So maybe it is right, but they've got this jungle warded. So Rubik and Magnus looking to gank on this Luna, and Luna looks to be dead. Yes, haste and mag. Yep, this is a very dead Luna. Skewer backwards. Oh, completely whiffs the skewer. He probably should have skewered first. But of course, he just wanted that right click damage coming out of Shadow Blade. I don't know if that's the right idea. But that was a fail. There is a sentry put down to start dewarding, and that's smart. They know there's some wards, at least. And that unfortunate 3 straight misses. Is there going to be a fourth? There is a fourth, a fifth, and then wow, she almost sacrificed her life for that kill. In the tower, a couple right clicks on.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
At least Nature's Prophet's pushing a little bit, and he will get the tower.
Dire's top tower.
It's their second tower, and he's just going to TP out. Shadow Fiend can't do too much, can't burst him down. Throwing out some poison to get rid of that refraction. But refraction good on Rubik. Like basically doubles his survivability. There's disruption on Magnus. Magnus blinks out just fine. There's a couple pings. We'll see how this works out. And Shadow Fiend gets crits and completely forgoes the Helm Dominator. I guess it just doesn't matter anymore. He's too fat, not gonna die. Unless he just is out of position all the time. There is an Eclipse and he kills the Magnus. Magnus can't even pop. Well, actually, I think he popped the RP. He did pop the RP. Luna does go down, but they do get the Lina and Magnus. And actually, they're winning this team fight without the Shadow Fiend. They will. It looks like they're going to win this team fight. So it goes for a 4-for-1 trade, a very good trade. Shadow Fiend wasn't there to fight, and it showed. The RP was just used on Luna because they really wanted to pick him off. The Luna was able to use her Eclipse and it landed almost completely on this Magnus. Did a lot of damage. They could keep pushing, just maybe. There is Dust, just to see if Shadow Fiend was there, and Shadow Fiend smartly knows that he shouldn't approach him. I think it might be better just go all or nothing, maybe get a gem, because there's 2 Shadow Blades on this team, and they would completely not expect a gem. And let's see if he goes for it. No, he goes for more wards. What about Coddle? No, he finishes a mech though, and that will do quite a bit. There's some pings in the Roshan pit. Whose pings was it? I'm not sure. It's oranges, yeah, it's Coddle, so they know. But will they contest? RP is down, so there's a chance they could contest. There's a bunch of wards up. So even if they try to rotate in, they'll know. Luna trying to get that BKB up. And I guess that's the right choice, because she's just getting blown up by Lina, Clock, and all this magical damage. And wow, Shadow Fiend just completely melts Roshan. They need to be careful and just continue split pushing. And I think they are to a certain extent doing it. TA is getting a bit of farm at the same time. Magnus has a broadsword. I guess he's going for. Whoa. I think he's going for Battle Fury. There's RP on Luna, and Luna, is she gonna go down? Yeah, she does go down to Luna, and helps burst her down. That was good fight, especially since Eclipse is on a cooldown. You need to be careful. What did Rubik steal? He stole Trap, and that's a pretty good spell because you can actually see high ground with it. But Coddle, well known for defending towers, is back there, and Shadow Fiend takes a good amount of damage. He is still really squishy, but he does have Aegis, so I guess he doesn't care too much. Might be warranting some damage, and he's gonna mode on his creep. And wow, actually Magnus gets that skewer. Are they going to be able to follow up? There is a follow-up, but only because TA turned around briefly. I don't know if it's a good idea. Shadow Demon just completely melts. There's Clockwork Hook, and assassinates the Keeper alive, well, along with Shadow Fiend. This is the time to push up. Or, okay. Yeah, they can push high ground, because Coddle is dead. But I guess they're scared of that Eclipse from Luna, and rightly so. So Nature's Prophet does have a Shadow Blade, so he can start split pushing. I think he should. Buy a TP scroll, TP away, and then as soon as the team fight starts, come down here. Come on, buy a TP scroll. But he's choosing not to, which I think is a mistake, because they need a split push. But they're delaying, and I think that's working out well for them. Because Luna needs more items. If she gets that BKB up, it will help. She's looking to be saving for buyback, and I think that's a smart decision. Because you know, as soon as you're down to like a tier 3 left, then buyback should be what on your mind. Wow, nice disruption to save this TA. Magnus misses off on the skier. TA's doing a lot of damage. Chooses not to man up against the Shadow Fiend because he is empowered. He's doing a hell of a lot of damage, but he has that -8 armor, so he needs to be careful. But then again, he has Aegis. There's a clockwork hook, and it lands on a Luna. This is great. She can't cast the Eclipse. She's just trying over and over and over, and she goes down. Oh wow. There's a Shadow Fiend ulti. She buys back. She has the Eclipse. Wow, that's really loud. Sorry guys. Blind Shadow Rays gets the kill on Connell. He's gonna back up. There's a Sentry Ward. There's a clockwork thing, but Shadow Fiend's trying to kill this Luna, but Luna's just gonna get away because she has fast movement speed. TA needs to be careful. There's a Sprout, but it looks like Magnus is fishing. He had a shockwave. Wanted to kill that Nature's Prophet, and again they defend, but the next time it will be much harder. Actually, Luna goes down. What was she doing? Not sure what she was doing. Did she not have a TP scroll? She wasn't holding a TP scroll. I think that would have been a mistake. This is a well placed Sentry Ward because like this one now can't see this one, and I guess it's vice versa. But it's more important for the Sentry to have, or for the Radiant to have vision. Magnus is low health. He needs to be a bit careful. He's got crits. Yeah, doing right click. Oh, he might die here. The Nature's Prophet ulti kills the Magnus. What was he thinking? He should have just backed out. So Wisdom makes a blunder and dies. So now there's arcane boots usage, and there's just arcane boots everywhere. Lina has a Force Staff. Rubik has a Blink Dagger. Very, very nice. An additional way to lock down heroes and initiate a fight. Nature's Prophet continuing to push, and I don't think they have any detection, so he will be fine if he tries to clockwork. Yep, no detection. And yeah, that's right. I honestly agree. Like, don't fight until is that within range? I don't think so, but Shadow Fiend might be there. How are they? Did they see him? I guess that is within range. So I guess it works out in this case. So Nature's Prophet gets picked off, and so that was a very good hook. that is pretty smart. He just got greedy trying to trade his life for that tower. And he was pretty close. So what does Nature's Prophet have? He's going for Orchid. I like this choice. It's just that he'll have a hard time trying to silence Magnus. But Silence Lina is also a good choice. He could try to stop this Shadow Fiend from ulting, but he's got BKB, so that'll be really hard to. But he's still far off from it, so he may not even finish it. Shadow Fiend has Daedalus, and this is where they will probably push high ground, or they'll wait for an Aegis to play it safe. But it is IXDL. They're probably just looking to push in. And there's a bit of dust just to kind of give him that movement speed. Lina push Force Staffs up. Probably, not sure why. She does have a jump, and there's a fight mid. Soul Catch doesn't land. Is there going to be Skewer Backers? No, RP on 3! Is there going to be a follow-up? Yes, this will be a follow-up. Shadow Demon just completely whiffs it. But still catches the edge of many heroes, and it's a triple kill off that, doing so much damage. There is a meld. And probably looking to push in. So even though he kind of misses a couple things, it's RP that lands, and that's important. Oh, and that gem just killing this TA. Probably should have backed out. There's a glyph, but I don't know what they can do. Eclipse was popped there as well. Magnus is kind of low, and they will get racks. Yep, they can't stop it. Shadow Demon won't do anything, and Nature's probably doing the only thing he can do. Push. Where is he?
Beast has fallen.
Good question. He's back in base. I really think he needs to start carrying a TP scroll. It gives almost double the amount of movement for him. They do get racks though. That looks to be game, but of course there's always a small chance they can come back. And that looks like, oh wow, the Shadow Demon or the Shadow Fiend has Satanic and he's almost unkillable. Oh, and Invis Rune to boot. Sorry guys, I'm just a bit sleepy. There's some rushing going out. And he's just gonna stand right there. Are they gonna be able to detect him? He's gonna assassinate Nature's Prophet. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's going for it now. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, actually gets the Shadow Blade off. I'm surprised he doesn't do that much damage. He was probably banking on a crit. Doesn't get one. Unlucky for him. What's the crit chance? 25%. Save on purple. Honestly, he could just man up and fight them all. Because I don't know if they have enough lockdown. The only lockdown they have is Shadow Demon. Even that, it doesn't quite lock him down. Just keeps him out of position. And if he's by himself, what position do you need? Well, I guess there's Luna's Eclipse, but Shadowfiend has his BKB. I think Shadowfiend can 1v5 him pretty easily. Played it safe though. Radiant do have a gem though. Shadowfiend assassinating Clockwork, or no, not Clockwork. What am I thinking? TA. I don't know what she was doing way out there. Maybe she got cocky. So Shadowfiend 108 plus 281, and this is ridiculous. I don't think he died once. He's on, yep, 13-0-4. He hasn't died a single time. And looking at the net worth chart, it's just ridiculous how far ahead he is of everybody. Almost doubling, even doubling the two carries on the other side. And I really think, although the Radiant definitely had a chance, I think they got outpicked. And the fact that Magnus was able to keep up and basically had better net worth than his TA, and TA took a while to gank, means that I don't think they won this. Dyer's picks were a bit better, and they really countered this Nature's Prophet. Coddle Blast doing quite a bit. There's a Clockwork Hook on just on the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon goes down. There is a there's a Eclipse. It's doing quite a bit of damage, but the Shadow Fiend also does a lot of damage. Nature's Prophet goes down. Magnus goes down. There's an attempt to hook, but hits Shadow Fiend. There's a Lena ulti on Keeper, and he goes down. Just gonna get this. They can't stop it. They used everything. At least the two cores are up. And Nature's Prophet pick ended up not doing so well. He wasn't able to make a huge impact early, and well, not sure what he's doing, just walking around. Need to be careful because they do have gem. Luna just feeds herself. Shadow Demon goes down and attempted Melt Strike, but she does a good job dodging it with Meld of herself. But she doesn't matter. Shadow Demon just kills everybody now, and they're looking to just hit the hell of a player. Shadow Fiend just finishing up. This is very fat Shadow Fiend, and I'm too scared to look at the graphs, but I will, might as well. Difference XP 30,000 gold, 20,000. Pretty ridiculous. Oh, Shadow Fiend. Oh wow, that bounce. How did it not hit Shadow Fiend? It was really close. He could have died there. Ended his holy shit streak. But he's just gonna feel. Wow, look at that! Just one-shotting creeps. It heals up basically completely full. There's a Coddle Blast, but it's basically futile. And now it's the fountain camping time. Or no, I'm just gonna go straight for Ancients, and I think this is the good choice. Caudal Blast. Clips Shadow Fiend just a bit. But he's gonna heal up basically to full. And Caudal's just being an annoyance now. They don't have anything. Eclipse is still on cooldown. They are trying to do some damage. I think they're doing their best to just take out this Shadow Fiend, but there's nothing you can do. They do. Clockwork does kill, or kinda kill. It's just, wow, look at that. Look at that. There's, oh, Ray's just completely, just missed barely though. He's just gonna dive it? Is he gonna die? Oh my gosh, one hitting him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And this is what happens when you just let a carry like Shadow Fiend
Has fallen.
farm like that. And so I think that's GG. And there's sacrificing his life. Shadow Fiend just staying on the edge, hoping to get a kill. That's thanks for watching, guys. Shadow Fiend taking over the game. That's why you have to gank him early, because he can snowball like that. Alright, thank you, and I'll just leave this up briefly. I hope you tune in next time.